Do you ever feel like you're carrying a hidden weight, a constant whisper of unease, a feeling that something just isn't right, even when everything on the surface seems fine? Many of us walk through life unknowingly, shaped by experiences that leave invisible scars. These aren't the dramatic single-event traumas we often hear about. Instead, they're the subtle, persistent wounds that accumulate over time, often during childhood, leaving a lasting imprint on our minds and hearts. This is the world of complex post-traumatic stress disorder, or CPTSD. It's a condition often misunderstood and misdiagnosed, yet it is the silent struggle of countless individuals who might simply believe, this is just how I am. But what if it's not? What if those enduring feelings of emptiness, that nagging self-doubt, or the constant need to please others, are actually echoes of a past you haven't fully processed? Today, we're going to uncover 6 signs that you might be experiencing CPTSD without even realizing it. These aren't just symptoms. They are invitations to understand yourself better and begin a journey toward healing. Let's dive in. Number 1, persistent feelings of shame and guilt. One of the most defining characteristics of CPTSD is an overwhelming and pervasive sense of shame and guilt. This isn't just about regretting a mistake. It's a core belief that you are fundamentally flawed, broken, or unworthy. It's the feeling that you are somehow inherently bad, even if you can't pinpoint why. This shame often stems from prolonged experiences of abuse, neglect, or invalidation during formative years. When a child is repeatedly told they are not enough, or made to feel responsible for the emotional instability of their caregivers, that message gets internalized. It becomes a fundamental part of their identity. Imagine a child constantly being blamed for things beyond their control, or living in an environment where their needs are ignored and their emotions are dismissed. That child learns, on a deep, unspoken level, that something is wrong with them. They might believe that if they were better, smarter, or more compliant, the suffering wouldn't happen. This belief system carries into adulthood, manifesting as an intense fear of judgment, a reluctance to assert needs, and a relentless inner critic. You might find yourself apologizing constantly, even for things that aren't your fault, or feeling embarrassed simply for existing. This deep-seated shame can prevent you from pursuing your goals, forming healthy relationships, and truly embracing your authentic self. It's a constant companion, whispering doubts, and reinforcing the idea that you are not good enough. Number 2, difficulty regulating emotions. Emotional dysregulation is another hallmark of CPTSD. This means experiencing intense, rapid shifts in your emotional state that feel overwhelming and difficult to control. You might go from calm to furious in an instant, or from joyful to despairing with little warning. These emotional swings are not a sign of weakness. They are a direct consequence of a nervous system that learned to be constantly on high alert. When someone experiences ongoing trauma, especially in childhood, their brain's ability to manage emotions doesn't develop in the typical way. The brain's fear center can become overactive, while the part responsible for rational thought and emotional control struggles to keep up. This means that seemingly small triggers can unleash a flood of intense emotions that feel disproportionate to the current situation. You might react with explosive anger, debilitating anxiety, or profound sadness that feels impossible to escape. This can lead to impulsive behaviors and a constant feeling of being at the mercy of your own emotions. It's like living with an internal alarm system that's constantly malfunctioning. Number 3, damaged self-perception. People with CPTSD often struggle with a severely distorted and negative self-perception. This goes beyond low self-esteem. It's a fundamental belief that you are worthless, unlovable, or broken. This belief system is formed in response to repeated experiences of being devalued, criticized, or neglected. If your caregivers consistently treated you as if you were unimportant or a burden, you internalize that message. This damaged self-perception can manifest in various ways. You might constantly compare yourself to others and always come up short. You might struggle to accept compliments, believing they are insincere or that you don't deserve them. There's often a feeling of being different or an outsider, even in a crowd. This can lead to social isolation, as the fear of rejection becomes too overwhelming. You might put others' needs before your own to an extreme degree, hoping to earn love or acceptance. This isn't just a bad mood. It's a deeply ingrained blueprint of who you believe yourself to be. Number 4. Relationship difficulties and attachment issues. Because CPTSD often arises from trauma experienced within significant relationships, it profoundly impacts an individual's ability to form and maintain healthy adult connections. If your early relationships were characterized by inconsistency, abuse, or neglect, you learn that others are not safe or trustworthy. This creates deep-seated attachment issues. You might find yourself caught in a push-pull dynamic, desperately craving intimacy, but simultaneously terrified of it. You might struggle with boundaries, either having very weak ones or building walls so high that no one can get close. Trust is a monumental challenge. You might constantly test others, looking for signs of betrayal, or sabotage relationships before you can be hurt. Some individuals might become extreme people pleasers, sacrificing their own needs, while others might become avoidant, withdrawing from emotional closeness. Relationships become a minefield, fraught with anxiety, because the blueprint for connection was forged in instability. Number 5. Dissociation and feelings of unreality. Dissociation is a common coping mechanism for individuals experiencing ongoing trauma. It's a mental escape when a physical escape isn't possible. In CPTSD, dissociation can manifest in various ways, from mild detachment to more severe feelings of unreality. You might experience derealization, where the world around you feels dreamlike or hazy. Or you might experience depersonalization, where you feel disconnected from your own body or emotions, as if you were observing yourself from outside. This isn't always a dramatic experience. It can be subtle, zoning out frequently, having gaps in memory, or feeling numb when you should be feeling something intensely. It's a way for your mind to protect itself from overwhelming pain. However, in the long term, it can make it incredibly difficult to feel fully present or connected to your life. You might struggle to remember conversations or find yourself suddenly coming to in the middle of an activity with no clear memory of how you got there. This can leave you feeling fragmented and lost in your own mind. Number 6. Physical symptoms and chronic pain. The body remembers what the mind tries to forget. CPTSD doesn't just manifest psychologically. It often has profound physical consequences. Chronic stress from a nervous system, constantly in fight or flight mode, can lead to a host of unexplained physical ailments. You might experience chronic fatigue, fibromyalgia, irritable bowel syndrome, migraines, or unexplained muscle tension and pain. This is because prolonged trauma dysregulates the body's stress response system. The constant flood of stress hormones takes a heavy toll, leading to inflammation, weakened immune function, and a heightened sensitivity to pain. You might find yourself frequently feeling exhausted, even after a full night's sleep. Digestion issues are common, and headaches or back pain can become daily companions. These physical symptoms are not all in your head. They are very real manifestations of a nervous system that has been pushed to its limits. Recognizing these signs is the first step. If any of this resonated with you, know that these are legitimate responses to difficult pasts, and you are not alone. Healing is possible, often with the support of a therapist who specializes in trauma. What are your thoughts? Recognizing any of these patterns can be a powerful moment. Share your experience in the comments below to help others feel seen and understood. If this video was helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content that supports your healing journey. Thank you for watching.